Okay.
You're lightning.
We're up, dude. We're back.
Yep.
Let me move this out of the way so that there's not a barrier in between us. Then let me kick my fucking feet up right in front of your face.
7:40 a.m.
So we got a good hour in the tank. Oh, yeah, morning pod. I didn't rip my 10 push-ups this morning. I had dreams that nobody cares about.
Did you spray out, or are you still on SR?
Oh, no. Since the last time we spoke,
yeah,
I've kept all my semen. Yeah.
Okay.
No, it's not something. I wouldn't just, like, spill my seed in, like, the 12 hours since I saw you last. If I'm going to do it, it's usually a big fucking setup. It's a big ordeal.
You take yourself on a little date, huh?
Well, I don't light candles and read erotic novels and touch myself, but, like, it's not like... If we got done podcasting at 9:30... Like, I'm going to bed long before I'm beaten off.
Really?
Yeah.
For me, time has nothing to do with it.
Oh, if it's past bedtime, I can't be touching
Just any
myself.
time of day. Whatever.
No, I can touch
If I get that little spark that goes, porno. Oh, shit. All right.
Oh, I forgot I love that shit.
Yeah.
Dude. Yeah, whatever. I'm gonna get it under control.
Right.
It's all under control.
So you going home tonight?
Depends on how many chores we can get done. Probably not.
When are you going to go home? In the morning?
Yeah, I'm hoping that we get everything done and it's all cool, and then I just go home and go to bed, no matter what time it is. 8:30, 8, 7. And then wake up super early.
I would almost prefer that, to wake up at 3 or 4 in the morning and head home. I hate once it hits like 11 o'clock midnight.
Dude,
fuck.
It's
just driving until 3 in the morning is fucking retarded. And then you get home and still sleep till fucking noon or 2 anyways.
Yep, so that's what I think. I'm going to try and go to bed early, wake up early, leave, go home. Very excited. I'm excited to reunite with honestly.
It's going to be fun.
I'm very excited about that. She's going to take care of me after my eye surgery. She's going to bake stuff with Keely, with my sister-in-law. She's very excited about that.
Are they friended up?
They're
Friendtown USA.
They got to hang out one time for like an afternoon. That was when, whatever, dude. Sorry, I'm going there in my head, and it was so fun. That was when came over and like hung out on the couch while me and Tyler played Xbox.
Yeah.
And enjoyed it and was cool.
Fuck yeah.
You know what I was thinking of this morning? Hey, you're always saying, I'll do anything for you. You can do anything you want to me. Anything you want. I think I'm going to type her up a letter on the typewriter and say, here's a list of things that I want. Go to therapy. Go to bed early.
Yeah.
Wake up in the morning. Exercise.
Well, it's like, and it's kind of the confliction, and I know I joke about a lot. I really like her, and I can tell you do, and it's going to be a whole thing, and that's awesome, and I'm on board with it. But it's like, you're not serving a purpose. You're doing nothing to make your tank feel full. Your art, that's great, but you need to get a 40-hour a fucking week job, have a reason to go to bed early and to get up early and go choring and get some fulfillment, and that's going to fix a lot of your problems. If you lock yourself in a dark room while you're sad and paint bloody pictures of Jesus, you're going to be sad. You know what I mean? It's like, come on, yo.
I'm not bragging or anything, but as far as people like not having a job and not having like any responsibilities, and still taking care of themselves, because that's hard to do when you have no responsibilities and when you're sad and hate yourself anyway. I'm fucking good at it.
I haven't met anyone young that I've witnessed be good at just like I've known just people
routine
that
schedule.
Just did not have a job and just like floated through the universe, and they were all depressed. And it's like, well, yeah, you need to do something.
You got to keep these busy, dude. That's what Mason's always saying.
Purpose,
you got to keep them dick beaters busy.
You got to.
So, but I'm way good at that, dude. And I'll get to show you again one day when I've quit all my jobs and I'm just roaming the universe, just choring and helping people out. Dude, I'm so good at it. My bedtime probably gets earlier than when I do have a job.
Yeah, but you figured out the hack. Choring.
I did, dude. And I think, shout out West Dog, because I do think it was him. I've told this story before, but it was him that said back to choring originally, probably like 3 years ago. And I was like, wow, great phrase. But I did take choring and make it my entire personality, so that one's on me.
Yeah, you did. Most definitely. That is who you are.
So I'm pretty proud of that. And I'm excited for this days off. I'm stressed and nervous because I feel like the time is going to fly by, which I know that's an unnecessary thing to stress about. But
it's kind of a good thing, though. It means you're having fun. That's the only time flies by is when you're having fun.
You're right. Well, I just got so much stuff I want to do and need to do, and I'm like, and I'm excited for it all, and it's like,
take a fucking hour today and make an itinerary. Make sure you get plenty of it in.
I do. I'm more of a list man. I'll just go one at a time whenever I feel like it. If I get a schedule, then that fucks me up because I don't
feel like you're not sticking to it.
Yeah, I got all that rigidity in me.
Dude,
Speaking of rigidity, you want to know about my penis when I woke up?
Rock hard?
It might have been. And I like to wake up hard as hell and text and go, I'm hard or whatever.
Yeah.
And anyway,
you like to tell your bitch that you're a wreck.
She said, yeah, send out a press release. And she said, yeah, I'm just chatting with my mom. We're getting my life plans all figured out. And I said,
this morning?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
So that's cool. That's way cool and exciting.
It is.
She also texted me at like 1:45 and said something, and then she had to leave the house at like 3:30 to take Nana to the airport, so she didn't sleep. And listen, to each their own. I've read the books, I've done the research. You're not supposed to basically pull an all-nighter and then analyze the fuck out of your life at 6 a.m. You will spiral out of control.
Absolutely.
Now, I could be wrong. Maybe everything's cool and fine, but like, you're not supposed to. You ever analyze your life after 2 a.m? That's a rule I heard somewhere, that I don't analyze my life after like 1 a.m. If it's 1:30 and I'm laying there going, oh, I don't know, man, maybe if I do this and I want to be a dad and this sort of work, job, relationship, I go, dude, can you solve this tomorrow, you think? Got any time tomorrow you could think about this? Now's not the time. Now's sleepy time.
Solid play.
Yeah, well, holy Lord, I'm sorry for rambling.
No, we needed this.
So what's been creeping into my Reddit algorithm lately, the like recommended for you based on this other shit you like, is like getting more into rap and stuff. And then the Tupac subreddit has been showing up. And that dude, speaking of ranting, he's got hours of clips of him just ranting about the coolest shit, about love, about like, yo, I don't need a ton of money, even though he had a ton of money in
gold chains. He was a fucking man.
But like, the dude was enlightened as a motherfucker, and we knew that, but to hear him talk, it excites me because he's got that spark in him.
Dude, it's so nice when you meet people like that, or even
like Tupac Shakur.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I met him the other day. That guy's on his current events. You always sneak it in without me giving the bird.
You look good, though. So I hate that I keep ripping on this girl again. And I know I'm going to cut it out, but I still have to say, you know how I'm supposed to fucking keep this shit to myself? I can't.
Yeah.
At 1:52, she said, I have to take my Nana to the airport in like 3 hours, and I just decided that I should go to an ayahuasca retreat this summer. I get it. I get the appeal. I get how that's like cute and quirky. And
doesn't she live in Idaho Falls?
Yeah.
I know a guy in Idaho Falls. She doesn't even have to go to a retreat.
Really? Well, I don't think she probably wants to.
Yeah, I know a barber in Idaho Falls that dabbles in the ayahuasca.
Well, we'll hook him up. And while we're on the topic,
shout out Shaman.
Reminder to the listeners.
We got to bleep that. I don't
I'll
think
bleep it.
Like that.
Reminder to all the listeners, codeine promethazine, okay? Just in case you forgot.
Hook your boy up with some scissor.
I get that it's all quirky and fun, and I stayed up all night. I have chores in an hour, and I decided. Yeah. But you know what's actually quirky and fun?
What?
Going to bed at 9.
Yeah, dude, I've been fucking sleeping the last 2 nights. I feel good. I feel great.
Do you?
Yeah, I don't mean to brag on it. I don't think I'll touch the stuff again. It's like every other episode.
Here we go, dude. What'd you do? Put the plug in the jug?
Plug in the jug, dude. I'm off the shit. I'm 2 days off alcohol, brother.
That is so cool, though. And tomorrow's your birthday?
Yep. Dirty 30.
Buddy.
I'm kind of glad I'm out of town so everyone doesn't try and make a big deal about it.
Especially,
I'm not the biggest fan. I love that my boys will post a collage of pictures on the old deal and say happy birthday.
That's about it, huh? You don't like a whole day just made
everyone wants you to come pick up their fucking card from them, and Oh, it's your birthday.
Really?
You ought to stop by and see me. Grandma, I get you're 70. I'm not coming to your house for my birthday.
Yeah, it's my birthday.
Yeah, it'll be cool. It'll be good. I'm 30.
Oh, and you know what else I'm going to do that's going to be good for the pod?
What?
Is I'm going to get back, now that I got my notepad all set up and I've been keeping good notes and getting good tasks and stuff, I'm going to start writing down my funny bits as they occur to me.
Dude, and then I was thinking that when I left last night.
Because I used to write down my bits all the time.
Manager's house heading home. I was like, holy shit, I think about this shit all day. Like, all I need to do is throw a quick note when I think of something funny.
Yeah, just 3 or 4 things. And they're not all going to be
How crazy will that be? We put no work into topics. Like, we've just turned on microphones and just talked. Mm-hmm. If we actually start talking about, like, interesting subjects.
Yeah, just ideas we have. A lady told me lately that there should be more of a theme. She goes, yeah, I wonder if it'd be better if there was, like, a theme, you know? So, like, that, she thought the trivia idea.
What lady?
None of your business. So, she thought the trivia thing was, like, a good idea. And so, I want
Is this your therapist?
No, I want to make sure to not have a theme moving forward.
CSK? Oh, that's fucking funny.
So, moving forward, I never want to have a theme again because a girl said we should have one. And I'm just going to keep mining her for advice. and then everything she says, we do the opposite.
It'll probably work.
Yeah, dude, my first wife's been showing up in my dreams quite a bit.
Nice.
And, but it hasn't been bad.
My ex-wife's been showing up in my reality. This last couple days is going to need to shut that down.
You will need to shut
It's
that
fun. We dabble in flirting, but it's every time it's bad. It's all bad every time.
Oh, God. And you know what happened to me this morning? I was in the shower, and my mind was flying, dude, thinking about love and the future and the past and all this stuff. And I showered for like 10, 15 minutes, just mind racing, got all cleaned up. And then I went, oh, B-Train, what if you put that same amount of mental energy that you just spent thinking about how doing or what your future's like with what if you just instead thought about like all the cool shit, like just thought positive thoughts, thought about how great today was going to be, thought positive things about yourself, thought about what you want to accomplish. What if you would have done that instead? And so that's sort of the vibe I'm on.
Benjamin always says, surrender yourself.
To what?
To God. He says all you have to. He says it's easy. All you have to do is change everything. But he says that. He goes a couple times a day. When I say I surrender myself to God, I let go of my own ideals, what I feel in that voice in my head, and I just let the world be as it is and live life on life's terms.
God, I love that.
Me too.
That's what Dr. Drew's always saying. Is
stokes me out. You think reality. Dr. Drew's got a big dick?
Yeah.
He's got big dick vibes, huh?
Yeah. He had triplets. Bruh.
You know what kind of straw you're squirting through? You're rocking triplets, dude.
You gotta get up in there, dude.
He's fucking Load Town, USA, dude. Of course, he's a doctor. He could have been meddling in some pharmaceuticals to get his wife.
Some IVFs.
More likely, yep.
Some intravenous fertilization. What do they call it?
Something like that.
It's not intravenous at all. That's in your veins. It's, fuck, now it's going to bug me that I don't know it, but who cares?
I can't remember.
I can't either. Yeah, I'm
just... In vitro?
Yeah, in vitro. In vitro. Thank you.
Got it.
So that's what I've been up to. Those are my thoughts. I mean, those are what my thoughts have been up to. What I've been up to is just being the coolest dude that I know of.
I think being single's been super healthy for me. I think I've let a lot of things go to the wayside that I've carried a lot of years. Just because I'm constantly in and out of relationships. I think going on a couple months without one, it's like... Does
it give you time to reflect, maybe? What is it? I guess what is it specifically about it?
I guess the proper amount of time to mourn the death of a relationship is how you would put it. Mm-hmm. Instead of just into the next one, then always having that little guy in the back of your head. Like, there's nothing stopping me. I could reach out to any of my exes. But I don't, because I'm like, think about it, and I'm like, it wasn't going to work. You know what I mean? Instead of just riding to the next one and going, fuck, could I have done something to fix it? So that part's been nice.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm batting 1,000 there.
Yeah, you need time to sort of...
I'm feeling good, dude. I'm feeling fucking
I'm
good.
excited. Your energy yesterday was off the charts good energy. I don't mean high energy. It was, but it always is. But it was good energy.
There was like on Sunday, there was like probably a total of 2.5 hours of my 6 hours of driving that I didn't have service, and it was nothing but reflection time. And it was like, and it wasn't really reflection on the past. It was reflection time on myself, moving into this what I want to be the new part of my life. And I was really thinking about it and listened to a lot of healthy shit.
I'm going to support you no matter what happens because I love you and I'm glad you're my friend.
Love you too.
But if we may use our imagine... Oh, and I was so mean to on the phone last night.
Why?
I hit her with like a hypothetical. I wish I could remember what it was. And, oh yeah. Just some hypothetical. I was like, maybe it's like, you know, you go into work and, you know, that one guy that you hate and you kind of treat like shit all the time. And she goes, well, yeah, but I don't hold grudges, really, so, like, that's not... And I said, okay, well, do you have an imagination? Why don't you use it for a second? Imagine you go into work and there's a guy that you don't like. You can imagine what it's like to not like somebody. You don't have to...
She's woke, dude. She's woke.
I don't have bad thoughts, actually.
She's culturally appropriate.
All my thoughts are pure and would be accepted. Whatever, dude. Sorry. Fuck. I did it again. What was I saying?
I don't remember. It sounded like you were going to say something important.
I like to imagine the future. I don't know if imagine is right. I'm very excited for the potential future that is your life looking like how you want it to look.
Dude, and you got the bird's eye view. You're watching it all from the passenger seat.
And I'm pretty excited about that. And on top of that, how sick would it be the come up of... And granted, all the dogs are...
Just an epic 365 that is like a completely different life.
Yeah, well, just because I've seen Mason have the most confidence and joy than I've seen almost anybody have. And he's had it pretty straight for like the last month. And it's sick. And then we've all seen my journey. And like, I just kicked booze 3 months ago. Like, that's fucking sick.
Fuck yeah.
And I have new love, and there's all this cool shit going on. And then it would be sick, because I've listened to you describe what your life looks like when you're like, I want to get off the booze. I want peace everywhere. I want fucking... Dude, to see that...
It'll be sick.
And I guess I'm being gay, but to see you have a vision in your head for what your life could be like if you're, like, disciplined enough, to see that actually happen will be the dopest shit.
It'll be epic,
of all time.
for sure, dude.
And
I'm amped on it.
Because I think this is in a book, but a lot of people have the idea that, like, discipline's the only thing separating you from achievement or something like that. Mm-hmm. And it truly is.
Absolutely.
Like, and it's not even the hardest thing in the world. Like, if you just go to bed early, wake up early, don't get hammered.
Well, moving into it, it's more for me like, it's not so much like, oh, I'm desperate, I can't quit drinking. I could literally drink the rest of my life and die in my fucking late 50s like everyone else if I wanted to. Mm-hmm. That's not a problem. But I feel like I got to have my fun, and now I really want a big house with a big shop and a nice fucking riverboat and a decent retirement. Well, I've already fucked off 10 years, and that was fun. I got to party and do my 20s. That was a great fucking time. But now I got to double time my 30s and 40s if my 50s and 60s are going to be lit as fuck.
True.
Which is doable. The kind of money we make out here.
Oh, yeah. Well, the kind of money
like that's a 2-year goal. Realistically, a nice house and a riverboat. That's like 2 fucking years, dude.
Didn't get hammered, did your job. Yeah.
I want my kids, when I was a teenager, and this isn't knocking my parents. We had the life we had. My dad got thrown some fucking shit. He had a brain tumor making minimum wage with 3 kids. Yeah, like it just financially we were fucked. You get it. You grew up on the low income side of life. But we didn't go do anything in my teen years. So what did I do? I ran with the other fucking skids down at the skate park, ended up in drugs and shit. Gunner's coming up to that age where it's like, I want him to invite 2 of his buddies and we take the riverboat and go fuck off on the river or the fucking lake all weekend and stay in the camper so that they can have harmless, sneak a couple beers from someone fucking kid fun. Yeah.
Without running around with 8 fucking cum-filled teenagers and just wreaking havoc and breaking shit and doing drugs. Sure. I'm with you. And there's nothing cooler. It'll be fun to see how all that plays out. There is nothing cooler than probably being the cool dad that gets the kids out on the water, you know. But yeah. B, like, I don't know if you have any of these situations, but being a teenager and like, especially when your dad's the cool one, there's no better feeling.
Oh, dude, yeah.
When you're like, no, we'll go hang out with my dad. We're gonna laugh our asses off. He's cool.
He's gonna let all of us drive the boat. He's gonna let us drive his truck with no license. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, dude. It's so cool. So I don't know. You just have a cool opportunity, and you've also capitalized on it. But just a cool opportunity to just make such a big difference in the world, and I love that.
I don't want to leave anything on the table. I could live the rest of my life the way I am and lead an accomplished life in comparison to most people's lives. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, but I know that I'm leaving a lot on the table if I don't quit.
That's right. Off. So, why do you think that is? That because you probably believe with near certainty that you're not reaching your full potential.
Oh, I know I'm not.
Yeah. How do you know that? Now, I believe you. I think that we have something in us that tells us that. But I mean, isn't that a crazy thing to just be like, oh, I know that I could be better than I am, and it's going to take a couple of these.
Well, your conscience.
Is that what it is?
100%
guides you and directs you.
You know, when you're boozing, say, I had these plans for Saturday. Me and the boys are getting up, going fishing, doing all this shit. But I wake up at 9:30 hungover because I drank a gallon of poison the night before. You know, and then you end up not doing shit that day. That's a wasted day. When I come in and I'm hungover, which happens, and it's all cool and it's summer and it's great, whatever, and I come in hungover and we don't get the most amount of shit done in the shop, I leave the shop knowing that I've had days where I doubled the amount of work in half the time.
Yeah, and then you go, wow.
Yeah, I think throughout when
you've seen what you're capable of.
When you accomplish something or you feel accomplished, you measure that because that's how much you get to feel good about that. Yeah. So when you're not living up to what you know you're capable of, your body's like, hey, we've crunched the numbers.
Yeah,
you can do more than that.
We got lots of intel, and we know what we're capable of.
You can fucking do more than you're doing.
Maybe this is something that is like nearly impossible to know as like at 20 years old. Maybe not. I just know that I've learned it more the older I get. That's all. But the feeling, the accomplished feeling I get from being who I want to be, like the best version of myself, that feeling of accomplishment might be like the highest high that I ride now till forever. There's no better feeling. That's kind of why I don't miss the booze. Is it's like every day I wake up not hungover. That's a win.
I can compare, and this is another thing. Everyone's life that I drink beer with all the time, older people I know that drink beer all the time, like just the drinking culture as it is in friend groups, the people I see that are happiest with their achievements, because I know people, I mean, Scott, for instance, he fucking drinks beer every day, not to excess. He's not, he can have a couple beers and just go home. And he's one of the most successful people, like financially and work wise with the farm. Like he works his dick off and he has a fucking empire to show for it. But he's married to that job. And I see that with a lot of people that do drink beer constantly. It's like they're drinking beer for their outlet of fun. And then eventually it replaces the super fun, like, hey, fuck this week. We're not working this week. Let's go hit the water or go dick off, you know? Which isn't a bad thing, and everyone has their own value system. And if that's what makes all of them feel good, cool. Great. But the people I see that are the happiest, the people that I see that are the most successful and living, like, every fucking time I'm at the golf course, they're fucking buzzing by on a cart, golfing and still successful as fuck. They're not boozing at night.
Yeah.
They're not like, oh, that's fun, but if I spend a night working a little harder at my office in the back room, tomorrow morning while all you fuckers are working, I'm going to be on the golf course.
Yep.
And they have a crew of people out making them shit pots of money.
And more...
You can't waste all that time, all that focus.
Yeah, energy and bandwidth.
Money and energy are the same. You have to tell it where to go, because either way it's going to go. And if you don't tell it where to go, it's going to go somewhere where you feel like you didn't get your money's worth out of it.
That makes me think, one, on your drive home, I'm telling you, if you just power through and just listen to Dave Ramsey the whole time, that'll be everything you need to know about money to set you up for success.
Fair enough.
Number two, That's way cool. Because it's not even like the big picture idea and all the bullshit I talk about best future version of you and blah, 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 and not drinking. Ugh. Whatever. It's simply, if you just don't drink at night, it frees up your morning. It's as simple as like, just cut this thing out of my life that slows me down.
Yeah, you're double timing when you don't drink. Because you waste the night drinking, then you waste the morning slow as fuck because you drank. And it's just, it doesn't serve me. There's nothing left to do. If there was like something I haven't done on this shit, I might go, but I still want to. I have been fucked up in every goddamn scenario you can paint. I've done it, dude. I did the fucking thing, and it was fucking badass.
So cool.
And anyone can keep fucking doing it. I just don't maximize my potential when I drink alcohol. That's all there is to it. I love the shit. I love drinking. I don't mind slow mornings, having fucking, because you double the fun the night before.
Yeah, you pay for it, but that's all right.
For sure.
Yeah.
It's just not going to get me where I need to be in 20 years.
And
that's got to go.
I have a question.
And somehow the one thing I didn't want to do was make this whole fucking podcast about how I'm going to quit drinking, because then if I don't, I sound like a fucking asshole.
Well, the one thing I didn't want to do was say things about how it's not perfect.
And here we are.
And I did. So what are we going to do, dude? All I can do is talk into the microphone.
We can just name this episode The Bloopers.
Oh, yeah, the blooper reel?
Yep.
Nice. Now, here's my question for you, and it's only because I feel like I would probably have a lot of thoughts about this if I was in your position.
Okay. Did I just hit a button? I don't think so. I think we're good.
How much of this whole sort of pivot that you're trying to make, that you're planning on making, I don't know if you percentage it or if you just talk about it, but is there a lot of it that's like, and also I need to do this so that I can be a better dad for my kids? Not a better dad as in you change. You know what I mean, though?
Yeah, most definitely.
Like a better person for my kids.
Yeah, a better person in general.
Yeah. Because I just feel like
I want my kids to see, like, a big percentage of it is like, we don't have to be victim to anything.
Yeah, I
don't have to sit around and bitch about not wanting to booze and then not just quit it. Like, you just do whatever you want to fucking do.
No gods, no masters. Get over here, boys. Let me teach you about no gods, no masters.
Yeah, no just throw. And I feel like it was also cool they got to see it. They got to see me drink in my 20s. Yeah. So when I don't drink and they go, "Why don't you drink anymore?" I can go, "Well, man, one day I looked around at everyone that drinks with me and
it wasn't for me."
Yep.
I think
all of a sudden, and there's also a difference with that. There's also some people have lucked into a situation where, drinking or not, they're gonna get the things they want out of life because of prior setup success. Now, I'm not saying that the shit's handed to them, but because someone a lot earlier on in life created a mass empire and amount of wealth, like, you know, or whatever that is. Say you got a mom and pop business or whatever. There's a lot of people that will achieve certain things. I don't have a grandparent that's going to leave me a house. I don't have parents that are going to leave me a huge life insurance policy when they leave. There's no, other than me getting there, there's nothing that's going to get me there. You know what I mean?
It's on you, Playboy.
Yeah, you ain't shitting. You ain't shitting. And that's not a bad thing, and I'm not saying it's bad.
No, rule. It's actually better that way.
Because I'll have great grandkids that will end up with that because of what I do over the next 30 years. And I get it. It's just part of life. I'm not acting like I was dealt a shitty hand and people are more blessed than I.
No, but you're just acting like you're acting like you have an opportunity to change your family tree. And that's the most magic opportunity anybody can have. That's a blessing, dude. Just that opportunity. Fuck. So yeah, hopefully you capitalize it. You don't squander it and fucking make a fool of yourself. But I just
Lord knows it's 50-50.
Here's what's cool about it. One of the things I noticed, I think, is that so everybody I grew up with, or you know, a lot of my family, like everybody's dad has drank the way the way everybody drinks in my circle. And so then all these kids, like including myself, grow up, and I started drinking when I was 18. But, you know, once you get there, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's very cultural. And so I think that we underestimate the power that there is in like turning 30, stopping drinking, what that does for your kid's future. Like, I think you have no idea of ever knowing until maybe you're dead and God will tell you or something of like what a huge difference that could make for them just in their life journey and their relationship with alcohol or drugs or whatever.
That ain't no
like shit. The amount of power it's going to give them to be like, yeah, my dad used to drink all the time, and then he was like, yeah, I just want to like make my life better, so he stopped. Like what that teaches them about life and how they can interact with things, and how, like you're saying, you're not a victim, you're not helpless. Dude, like it's just cool that you have the opportunity to like really send ripples.
It is fucking dope
through the world.
Play the victim, you'll be the victim. We're not fucking helpless. There's people that are helpless. We ain't though. You let them go cry. Stay up
and they can. That's fine. And I'll try and help them if I can, these helpless people. But
for sure.
There's all that gay stuff about helping people who help themselves and all that. And I find that the more life I live, the more I'm sympathetic with that idea. Because if you have no hope and you're just like,
some people just need a hand.
Fucked. Then I go, okay, I guess you have no hope and it's fucked. Sorry. But if you go, yeah, dude, this is just what's going on. I wish I could make it better. I go,
I think
I'll talk to you. I'll be your friend. I'll support you.
I truly think the majority of people that are in that kind of situation, in the circumstance of needing help and even sometimes seeming a little hopeless, are just good people that found themselves on the wrong side of more than likely a traumatic experience that they don't know how to process.
Yeah.
Some people do just need someone to go, hey, man, shit sucks. That's all right. That's part of it.
Yeah. But here's...
sun gonna rise tomorrow and it's gonna set tonight, Playboy.
Yeah, we're gonna keep going. It, dude. World's gonna keep spinning.
Fuck yeah.
And I'm telling you, dude, that is why 2023 is the year of being kind to yourself. I don't think we understand the power that we can unleash if we just don't fucking bag on ourselves all the time.
Yeah, that ain't no shit.
Like, if we get sad, or we fuck up, or we do something retarded, and if we just go, oh, shit, God, I did something dumb again, all right, and then keep moving, and you don't let that fucking chain you down, I don't know, I guess I'm just filled with the potential and hope of a new morning,
I think that's
dude.
the key to it.
And I did wake up this morning and go, God, the promise of a new morning, praise God, dude. There's many possibilities for today.
It's going to be a good day.
It is going to be a good day. I'm just so happy
That's
I get
the
to be
shitty
alive.
thing about alcohol is you forget. You forget how much joy you find when you drink like regularly, like 7 days a week. You know, you're having a 6-pack every night, getting a little buzzed, feeling a little shitty the next morning. You forget how much joy comes in the morning after a good night's sleep. Like going to bed on a full stomach, sleep good, have a fucking warm shower in the morning. That's life-changing shit.
I know. Dude. And I don't know.
Now if I was hooked onto a riverboat leaving my big house, heading to American Falls Reservoir, oh, dude. There'd be joy. I'd be hucking that shit out the window at fucking hitchhikers. Be overflowing with joy.
Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, you couldn't keep the joy in the cab, huh?
You wouldn't be able to. You'd have to roll the window down. You know what I mean? You're going to vapor lock that son of a bitch. You won't be able to breathe in that motherfucker.
Dude, I'm so happy to be able to be filled with joy and spread it around. I only got jammed up real bad 1 or 2 days this hitch, which is probably a new record for me.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe 4 days.
Yeah, the numbers are falling off. You're getting better and better.
It's better than it was. And I'm so excited. I got to text the therapist and say, I'm going to be home. Let's get me in. Because I got some shit to tell her, dude. I think last time we talked, I was just about to or just went and walked to the river with and like we fell in love and went and drove around and listened to music and stuff. And so I was like, so that was pretty cool. I don't know what's going to happen. Boy, do I have some updates for you, Suzanne.
Dude, that'll be awesome.
I'm so excited about that. And especially because she's going to tell me how great of a job I'm doing and how it's okay whatever I do and whatever I decide to do. And look at how far I've come. And I'm going to go, oh, fuck, you're right. I love that.
You really have. That's the best part about it. And I don't know, maybe it's an unhealthy thing I've found. But it's like, it's all right if it falls, if it fails.
Yeah.
The fucking psychotic shit that goes into trying to force something to work
I know.
In your youth is like insanity.
That's
now at this age, it's like, oh, it didn't work.
Dude, so
drive safe.
The last couple of days I've been kind of talking some shit. That old familiar feeling has been creeping up in me, which is that feeling I had that I just ignored and shoved down for like a year when I started dating. And then I would like have panic attacks. We'd be like laying in bed next to each other and I'd have a fucking panic attack, couldn't stop crying or whatever. And I was like, I don't know what the fuck's wrong. But I knew what was wrong. What was wrong was like I was laying next to somebody that I didn't know if I could trust. I didn't know who they were. She didn't know who she was. So like, how could I know who she was and say I loved her and wanted to sleep next to her every night? You know what I mean?
You're feeling some of these things out.
And that familiar feeling of like, oh, yeah, dude, you like... What I guess it's just recognizing red flags, and I want to intellectualize it, but it really is. I just go, oh, I see this thing that's sort of doesn't work well with me.
Yeah, no shit.
And I think, but I really trust myself now to be strong enough to be like, okay, yeah, if that keeps popping up, then I'm gonna head on down the road, and that's okay.
It is.
And also it could just be something that happens in the natural progression of a relationship. As things pop up and you go, oh, fucking ew.
Yeah.
You know?
Get me out of here.
I'm no saint. She said that my mullet looked so cute.
It does.
And that made me happy. And you know what else I've learned? I'm insecure about my body. I'm insecure about my body.
Why?
Because it's so skinny and weird. Not like in general day to day, but with a lady.
Eat more.
I'm trying.
You have 30 calories of food a day. Yeah, you're skin and bones. Have 3 meals a day and sometimes go, oh, fuck, I'm full.
I'm going to try that. I don't want to just get tubby either. But.
Oh, dude, get on creatine.
What the fuck? Just start scooping pre-workout?
Just dry scooping creatine, dude.
We might have talked about it, but me on pre-workout would be the craziest shit.
Oh, dude, it would. You'd have a mental breakdown.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
I'd spiral out of control.
Oh, so fast?
Do you think me on meth would be fucking...
Holy shit. I don't think it'd be good. You'd wig the fuck out, I'm sure.
Probably.
I guess who ends up doing meth that doesn't wig the fuck out at some point, huh?
True. All roads do lead to wigging out.
Yeah. You never see a guy and go, no, he's got his meth use under control.
Hey, I think there are people out there that actually do.
Oh, probably. Well, just at the time, it's like any other fucking drug like that. You can't... Meth isn't like alcohol.
You don't think so?
No.
That book I read would say otherwise.
It's not like
drug
alcohol.
Use for grown-ups? See, now how much different is it from Adderall or fucking the shit that every girl takes every day?
I think it's 4 times better of a feeling than when you feel pure adrenaline taking 1 hit of crystal meth. I'm telling you, it's not like alcohol. You don't fucking maintain on it.
Well, I'm just thinking...
Nothing feels as good.
The only reason I say it is because Dr. Carl Hart of Harvard University, you may have heard of it.
Yep.
He says 90% of drug users are just responsible adults, don't have a drug problem. He's the guy that does heroin recreationally, just like once a month. Fucking texts his boys and says, "Hey, I'm doing."
That seems a little fucking outrageous. Oh, it's 3rd weekend of the month. Better do my heroin. Also, I believe the guy that does heroin once a month isn't exactly giving us the factual numbers of who is and isn't. Well, you could see why he could be biased to the fact that maybe some adults have the use under control.
So, and sorry for texting. This is work.
Oh, you're fine.
Let me rip a quick.
All right.
You know what you've never seen?
What?
Fargo, the TV show or the movie?
I
don't know that I've seen the movie, but I've seen the TV show, and they got some sick accents. That's a great television series.
Dude, I fucking love that. What's it about?
So it's a anthology, I think they call it, which is every season is like different set of characters set in a different place. It's always set in like somewhere in North Dakota, South Dakota, like everybody's got an accent. It's sick. And then just crazy shit happens where it's real drama thriller, like Billy Bob Thornton's killing
drama thriller, huh?
Billy Bob Thornton is killing people in an elevator with like a silenced pistol, and it's real bloody. You know what I mean? Shit like that. Mm-hmm. And like the police officers in like some small town like Fargo are trying to solve this fucking professional hitman's like murders that he's done in their town. It's very good.
Fuck yeah.
It's very good. It's got kind of some, like, it's set in the 70s or whatever, but it's got some, like, Yellowstone vibes, I think, with how the characters, it's like a big cast and a lot of shit kind of going on. And
we're going to steal my cattle. Oh, no.
Did you ever
get off my ranch here now, buddy?
That's exactly what it is. Did you ever watch Goliath with Billy Bob Thornton?
Nope.
Dude, heavy recommendation to the dogs.
Heavy Rex?
Heavy Rec. Goliath, starring Billy Bob Thornton. He plays an alcoholic attorney, and just sort of that guy that, like, doesn't give a fuck about the system, the little guy, but, like, turns it upside down, you know?
Yep.
Based on his principle and his values. So good. Billy Bob Thornton is my king, dude.
All right.
I love him. Do you ever see the interview with him where he's there with his band promoting his new album or his tour or something? And apparently they discussed. He's like, don't ask me about movies. I'm not fucking here as an actor. I'm here with my band. We do music. And they sit down, and the guy goes, hey, we're here with Billy Bob Thornton and whatever his band name is. And anyway, you got a new movie coming out, and what was this movie? And Billy Bob fucking rages on him.
No shit.
He's such an asshole. And he looks like an asshole, too. And it's like, oh, wow, dude.
Can you pull it up?
Yes.
Dude, yeah.
You almost became a professional baseball player, right?
I don't know. Maybe.
But you didn't love music when you were a kid?
I subscribed to a magazine called Famous Monsters of Filmland, which the publisher was a guy named Forrest J. Ackerman, who passed away recently.
Do you remember what you were listening to musically when you were a kid?
Well, they had a contest where you could build your own model, and it could be like a King Kong, or it could be anything from something that you created yourself to, like, one of the monsters that was actually in the in some of the magazines, like it could be Frankenstein all the way to Phantom of the Opera, and they made these plastic models in those days that you could buy and put together. But this was like a thing you could create your own world of it, build telephone poles, make the railroad tracks and everything. And I actually did enter it once. I didn't win anything, but I gave it a shot, and but it was pretty. It was a big deal for us kids in those days.
And where's the music? Where's the music fit into that?
Music? No, it was a monster magazine.
Right.
Music? Would you say that to Tom Petty? Would you say that Tom Petty's passionate about music? Like you just said about me and my band? Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty fucking diva.
Listen, it was a bit of a letdown, but goddamn, how cool is that to just sit down? Some guy's super nice and says, hey, I'm here with this cool band. You may know Billy Bob Thornton from the movies he's written, directed, and starred in. They're on tour with Willie Nelson. Billy Bob Thornton, how's this tour going? I don't know. When I was a kid, we got a magazine.
I could never be an interviewer like that.
When I was a kid,
all right, you fucking child, why don't you go ahead and say what you got to say, motherfucker? You gonna sit over there and fucking pout the rest of the time while your band talks?
He just threw a little temper tantrum. You can build telephone poles. You can build whatever you want.
And that's how you know someone's gotten too big and they're doing something they're insecure about. Because you wrote a couple fucking movies, you're going to walk in here and tell me what the fuck I'm going to ask you about? Get the fuck off the radio station.
I get it.
Go somewhere else.
It's being at odds with reality, because you go, God, part of the reason we're successful as a band is because I'm famous and I'm a celebrity and I'm an actor. And I'm sure he just wants his music to stand on its own 2 feet and be like, yeah, we just did this thing that's cool. It has nothing to do with all this other shit.
Fuck.
And then...
Sorry for the interruption. Everything Tyler's doing is more important than us.
Yeah. Anyway.
I only said that because I know he'll hear it.
At at odds with reality, where it's like, you kind of just have to accept the fact that you're a famous actor, and that's going to paint your music career a little bit.
Yeah, you could have been a fucking musician instead if it was that important.
Well, I think he probably thinks
when Michael Jordan switched to baseball, where people are supposed to go, don't talk about his basketball career.
Don't talk about the times he won 3 championships in a row the last 3 years.
You fucking idiot.
Dude, Michael Jordan was insane.
He's the man.
He was insanely good.
Fuck yeah. Just an all-around athlete.
Yeah. And he went out on top, which I think might have helped solidify his legacy. Oh, no, he didn't. He came back and played for the Wizards.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, and he fucking sucked. And he didn't suck. I mean, he was a role player, but he wasn't the greatest anymore.
Yeah.
Like 2001, I think.
That'll happen.
But yeah, he won 3 championships in a row, played half a season of baseball, and was like, okay, I'll play basketball again, won 3 more championships in a row.
Nice.
That's insane.
Fuck yeah. He's good at it.
The NBA playoffs are very exciting this year. I won't bore you with it, but it is.
Yeah, I don't. You could talk about it, and I won't understand any of it.
The Miami Heat are the 8th seed. They're the last team to have made the playoffs. Like anybody that did worse than them didn't get into the playoffs. And then the playoffs is best of 7 game series throughout the whole thing until you get to the championship. The Miami Heat, who have like no star players that are like huge names. They have Jimmy Butler, who people call Playoff Jimmy. Because when the playoffs come around, he did this last year and I think the year before that, he just plays lights out, dude. Just fucking balling. Carries the team. This 8th seed that barely snuck into the playoffs has this dude and a couple, like they have Adebayo or whatever. They got good players. But just carried by this dude who has the coolest story ever. Like, I think he was homeless and, like, barely got a chance to play basketball.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, and now he's, like, kind of a veteran towards the end of his career, and he's just like, dude, I'll get you guys to the championship. I know what it takes. And it's like,
he's just fucking killing it.
And he does, dude. It's so fun to watch.
It's so fun
to watch. So that's been a pretty cool storyline in the NBA playoffs.
That's fucking dope.
Jimmy Buckets.
Yeah.
So anyway, he looks like Jamie Foxx. Jamie Foxx hopefully will play him one day.
That's what kids are calling hats now.
Buckets?
Yep.
I've heard them called lids.
At least freezer tarps on TikTok's calling them buckies.
Ew, I hate that. Oh, well, never mind. I don't want to shame you.
What?
I was just wondering what your plan is for your future with TikTok.
What do you mean?
If we were just coasting.
Like deleting it or something? Mm-hmm. Whatever's necessary.
I'm going to stay on the shit until you need to not be on it?
Yeah, probably.
I was just wondering.
Something else took the wheel. I don't know how to explain it.
On the TikTok front?
No, on my life front.
Oh, Jesus is taking the wheel.
Could be.
You're saying Jesus take the wheel?
I don't know if it's spiritual
from my
awakening yet, but something took the wheel. Uh-huh. Things are changing, and I can feel it, and I'm not going to resist it.
But you trust whatever that momentum is?
Yep, whatever is happening feels good to my soul and feels right.
It's the right thing.
Yep.
God, that's cool.
It is neat. I love it.
Damn.
So
dude.
it'll be what it's going to be.
One thing that you've done for me.
And I don't... Like, I've broken my unhealthy habit with TikTok and Facebook. Like, I don't need to see the shit. I'll check my Snapchat, but...
It doesn't grab you and fucking...
Yeah, like last night when I got home, I was excited. I was like, oh, shit, I haven't seen a TikTok in like 8 hours.
Cool, I'll fucking chill and check it out.
I'll fucking check one out. Or when you go sit on the John. Oh, TikTok, what?
That is the perfect...
For sure.
Shitting companion.
Mm-hmm.
Shit companion.
Companion shit?
Dude, shit companion sounds like a good name for a wife.
Oh, yeah.
Because we're going to be going through shit together.
Could you poop in the same room as your wife?
I don't have that in me.
Me either.
George has
and I know people that do, and I cannot. Like, I don't even want you on the same level of the house as me.
Yeah, please go away and don't talk to me until I'm finished.
Yeah.
Whatever. That's just something cool. That's a cool memory that I get to have, which is that was understood and respected by my first wife, and it was way nice because I'd be like, I have to go poop. It's like, we're putting everything on pause. Okay. And then she just let me go poop. It was nice. Maybe she'd text me, hey, I know you're pooping. Sorry. What do you want to do for this? It was very nice to be respected that way.
God, that would annoy me. Don't text me. I told you what I was doing in here.
Well, I think
you'll wait like an adult. I'll be out in a minute.
I just remember it being pretty cool.
That is way cool.
I like when you can sort of break that barrier. On waking up in the morning and then we just fart a ton, her and I. You hit morning farts?
Never. In front of a woman, I don't fart.
But I mean, do you have morning farts?
I've farted in front of a woman when you have to. We don't just lay in bed and shit ourselves. that is fucking ridiculous.
Oh, dude, it was so romantic.
Dude, I'd get so fucking irritated if we're just laying in bed and you're just fucking blowing ass all
really?
morning. I'd get up and angrily go to chore.
It'd be so funny, dude. I'd freaking wake up and just rip a good one that makes your belly feel better, and then just hear one and be like, "Oh, this is what we're doing. What do you got, dude?" Oh, what's up, dude? Balls in your court. It was so fun. There's a lot of cool things about that.
You're a fucking psychopath. What, you need fucking medicated,
we
dude.
farted into each other's buttholes when we were young. Like, you can't undo that.
I fucking wish you could.
You can't unring that bell, dude.
Oh, Jesus Christ. That gives me anxiety.
And I'm going to have to start farting a lot around Katie. By the way, I figured out the trick to farting around like girls or people that you're uncomfortable farting around, which I have the same thing, like where I have a shy bladder and I can't pee around people. I also can't fart and my belly starts hurting, but I can't unless like we're sitting on the couch and I got a stanker rising up inside me. If I grab her arm or her hand and I squeeze really hard and I go as like if I turn it into a bit and I'll go because it is the funniest thing ever to like grunt and then let a fart out. I can do that every time. That's how I can break the barrier and start farting around bitches.
You're fucking insane, dude. Fucking nuts, dude.
I just reach over and I just squeeze real hard and go. Ugh!
I don't even know how to handle that. You're fucking out of your mind.
It sucks when a silent fart comes out and you go, hey, that didn't go as planned. Like, what if now it just stinks and all I did was grunt like a weirdo? I think
the only time that I had fart shenanigans like that was fun was there was a kid, Matt. Shout out, Big Matt, the last kid I trained in the field before I left Texas. And he was a big fella.
Wow, big boy.
Big, yeah. And so we'd sneak little rippers, and we're just in the cab of the single cab Kenworth and wait for the other guy to go, Jesus fucking Christ. And it was like 2 weeks on night shift, and there was probably like 4 of those a shift.
It is fun.
Oh, yeah.
God, it's so fun. So, yeah, I'm going to start farting around that lady, and I don't think she likes it either. The one time I did the grunt and fart, trademark, by the way. That's free for all you listeners. You can try the grunt and fart if you're trying to sneak some gas out next to your lady. But I did the grunt and fart once, and I think Katie went, ew. I went, it's inside me, baby. It's got to get out.
You're fucking crazy.
What?
You're fucking nuts.
It's cool, dude. I want to start farting more around the ladies.
I don't. I want to do away with it altogether.
I can't. Well, I mean, I freaking eat 3 bowls of porridge at 10:30 every night. Like, I'm going to have some morning gas. It's going to do some percolating while I'm asleep.
You got to go out and leave the room.
No.
Yes.
I can't do that because then I get fucking paranoid that the smell's going to follow me back in and I'm going to be fucking caught. Did you just walk out there to fart and then bring it back in, you nasty motherfucker?
No, you say that when you're leaving. My stomach's a little upset. I'll be back in a minute.
Really?
Yeah, fuck
I'm not doing that. That type of shit makes me hate myself. Truly.
All right, then. I don't want you to hate yourself. I guess keep shitting your...
Then I walk out of the room, and then I walk in circles. I can't fart because there's all this pressure on me, like, metaphorically. And I'm just like, oh, you're such an idiot, Brex. You had to leave to fart? What a fucking pussy. This is where you've ended up? Remember when, like, this relationship, you could fart around her, and now you're doing this? Like, I just spiral out of control. I'm telling you, I gotta rip a grip and fart. What do they call it?
A grip and fart? That sounds like one of the fucking teams on Harry Potter. And grip and fart?
20 points to grip and fart.
Yeah. Oh, dude. Fuck yeah. Oh, that's good shit.
So anyway, I'm going to start ripping some grip and farts. And cool episode title, Grip and Fart.
Oh, dude. That is fair.
The letter N with 2 little apostrophes next to it. You know what else I need in my life, dude?
What?
And this is not a slide on you. This has nothing to do with you. I've just been talking about myself for an hour, so I'm going to keep doing it. Oh, I need somebody in my life that understands, like, English composition. Fucking apostrophes. Other, commas, other punctuation. Fucking pronouns, prepositional phrases, independent clauses, predicates, subjects, dependent clauses, conjunctions,
okay.
Comparing 2 things using like or as, similes, things of that sort.
Okay.
There's a lot of fucking yes, dude. I do have the best ringtone of all time. Hold on.
Let's go make some law now. Yeah, some law.
He means business, dude. He's all business. Oh, yeah. I can spend $450 and get an ice maker up here and start selling it to the people at the pumper.
Do you think there's enough demand for ice?
Yeah, I mean, that ice maker. Oh, and we got the freezer in the shop. It'd be perfect.
How much ice do you think we could make?
That ice maker will make 50, 100 pounds in 24 hours if the conditions are right. So if you're 8-pound bags, 10 bags a day.
That's not enough.
No, you just do it for a week. You get 40 bags stocked up, and you go down there and say, hey, I got 40 bags. You want to give me $60? And then you do that every week.
I think your time's more valuable than the $60.
I love making ice. I love having ice for my cooler because I stock up on the Bublé's. Bublé White Claw, dude. Dublé's twin brother.
Okay.
Bublé White Claw's lesser known brother, dude. Bublé White Claw.
Oh, fuck, we're done.
What was that cool name I came out with? Terrence Gardner or something? I can't remember what it was, but it made me laugh.
Fuck, I don't even remember.
I said Dublé White Claw's biggest fucking hurdle in this case is this man, Terrence Gardner. I can't remember. I was ripping some bits. It was nice.
Yeah, I don't remember.
But anyway. Yeah, today's going to be a sick day, dude.
It's going to be awesome.
The morning's
your hitch is over.
Filled with hope. I know.
You're counting down the hours until you fucking blow this.
And if I really put my head down, stay focused, I could be out of here at supper time.
Yep.
I could be fucking by 3 a.m.
Yep. Lord knows she'll be awake waiting for you.
Is it that time of day where the entire world's asleep and you're just up spiraling out of control? Well, allow me to swing on by and if I can give you the...
do some sparring.
What do I call it? Give you the slithery little sneaky snake.
Yeah. I'm a snake.
Dude, slithery
little... dude.
Yeah, dude. Oh, so here's something I saw. We can rip it with a little bit of celebrity gossip for the last 5 minutes. Theo Von, you saw Lainey Wilson on Theo Von. You remember that?
Yep.
And you remember how they kind of flirted and stuff?
Oh, yeah.
I'm guessing this is what it's based off of. I'm sure there's no other information, and it's just taking clips of this podcast and doing bullshit on Snapchat. But I saw a little Snapchat advertisement recommended thing that said, like, what's going on with Theo Von and Lainey Wilson?
Nothing. She just did the most recent music awards and brought her baseball playing boyfriend.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And Theo Von has a girlfriend.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That's floating around here. Okay. Yeah, it's all bullshit.
I know. Well, here's what happened. I saw that headline on Snapchat, and then I went, I'll bet it's just because they flirted on the podcast, and then this is some big fucking bullshit that's supposed to trick me into clicking on it, and I didn't click on it.
Dude, I watched
Turns out that's exactly what it was.
I clicked on... It said Will Sasso and Joe Rogan hate Brian Callen and Chris D'Elia. And I'm like, what the fuck? So I click on it, and it's obviously the dude that has the channel, his audio. And he goes, Joe Rogan and Will Sasso hate Brian Callen and Chris D'Elia. I was like, God. Jesus fucking... Are you fishing that hard? At least make it semi-believable.
You know what else I hate? Is I see stuff like that on the internet, and sometimes I'll watch YouTube videos of guys responding to other guys' podcasts, and it's so gay. And I think, damn, I could do this and probably be successful at it. But I would have to abandon all my values. But, I mean, I could sit there and set up a microphone and go, all right, guys, here's what happened on the podcast. So, apparently, Theo says that Lainey Wilson has a nice ass.
Theo says Lainey Wilson's a whore. Yeah. More on tonight's episode.
Yeah. More tonight at 6.
Theo Von, did he get herpes from Lainey Wilson?
You can just make shit up.
Titles.
I can't imagine being famous, but I guess we'll find out one day.
Yeah, it's looking like it.
I'm so proud of us.
Dude, it might take 500 episodes, but we're on our way.
But there's no... I don't see any... road, any place that this road leads that isn't mass fame and fortune.
Yep. I'm ready for the fortune.
Are you?
Yeah, we could shoot a podcast on my fucking riverboat, dude.
I don't know. I'm not.
Or our houseboat, and we could ride our wave runners out to the boat to do it.
Oh, fuck, dude.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, that would make...
And then we're just Doinktown, USA on a houseboat, ripping a pod professionally for an hour, and then we just swim on Lake Havasu.
Well, got the pod in the can. Figure we better...
People are like, can we come out on the houseboat? Nah, we're working.
Damn, do some cannonballs or something.
Yeah, that ain't no shit.
And finally, one last thing. Cannonballs are underrated. We're going to bring them back. It's the summer of cannonballs.
Summer of cannonballs.
If you see a body of water, calling all dogs. I want you to tuck them fucking knees in and jump off a platform and get a big splash going. Especially because all my dogs are big boys. And they can rip a cannonball, dude. They can drench a mother-in-law.
Inertia. Ever heard of her?
So I just want to start ripping cannonballs. I might do dives, headfirst dives a lot.
I'm always scared I'm going to break my neck on a rock under the water. I don't like diving. I don't like jumping in the water.
At all?
If we're on a lake, I don't mind.
That's what I mean. I don't fucking risk it. But I mean, if we know, I'll jump in feet first and then see how deep I can go. And then I'll rip a headfirst dive. I love doing it because that takes a lot of courage. Like, you got to just commit. You got to 1, 2, 3 go it and just go head first, fucking diving into water like a lunatic.
Fuck yeah.
But I did some off a rock once, and I was pretty proud of it.
Fuck yeah.
So anyway, gonna have to get a wetsuit because the cold water makes me chilly.
Good. Wetsuit USA.
I've worn a lot of wetsuits in my day.
I believe you. We're gonna have to wrap this up. I gotta go get shit for lunch before T-Bone gets here and starts fussing.
I gotta go back to the house, take a huge shit. See you guys.